Most creators are selling AI backwards. They're selling prompts, but your customer doesn't really want a prompt. They want the result the prompt is supposed to create, and that's where micro tools get interesting. There are three levels between a basic prompt and something that starts to feel like a real product. Prompt, process, product. Most creators stop at level one, the prompt. Let's say you help digital product creators figure out what to sell. You could create a prompt that says, give me 10 digital product ideas for my niche. Package it, sell it, done. Except there's a problem. Your customer can open ChatGPT and ask basically the same question. So you're selling access to something they already have. That's why the next level is more interesting. The process. Instead of asking for a niche and generating 10 random ideas, you build your expertise into what happens next. What's their experience? Who's their audience? What problems do they understand? What assets do they already have? How much time can they spend building? Where are they planning to sell? Now you're not just generating, you're evaluating. You're eliminating bad fits. You're comparing opportunities. You're applying criteria. You're helping the user make a decision. And that's the difference between a prompt and a process. But there's one more level, the product. This is where you take that process and turn it into an experience the customer doesn't have to assemble themselves. They don't need to know which prompt comes first. They don't need to figure out what information matters. They don't need to copy answers between 5 different chats. They bring you the messy starting point. Your tool takes them through the process, and they leave with a specific outcome. Maybe it's a product recommendation, a scored opportunity, a personalized roadmap, a funnel plan, a finished toolkit, or a decision about what they should build next. That's when AI stops being the product. AI becomes the engine underneath the product, and your thinking becomes the value on top of it. That's the opportunity I think a lot of digital product creators are missing, because you probably already have processes that could become tools. Maybe you know how to evaluate a product idea. Maybe you know how to choose the right upsell. Maybe you have a system for finding gaps in a niche. Maybe you know how to turn someone's expertise into an offer. Right now, that process might live in your head, or a spreadsheet, or a worksheet, or even a collection of prompts. That's your raw material. Don't just sell the prompts. Build the process around them. Prompt, process, product. The prompt tells AI what to do. The process contains your thinking, and the product lets the customer get the result without having to become the expert themselves. That's the shift. And here's the Micro Tool Lab rule. AI provides the capability. Your framework creates the product. So before you sell your next prompt pack, look underneath the prompts. There might be a much better product hiding there. And if you've already built a custom GPT or AI workflow, and you're wondering whether it has enough substance to become a real product, that's exactly what we're testing next. Subscribe to the Micro Tool Lab, because in the next video, I'll show you the ChatGPT test I use to find out whether an AI tool is actually worth selling.